It's a mistake.
We're live.
Did somebody say steak?
Sometimes my
I need
fingers
like a
swell up.
whiteboard to put behind my head.
A whiteboard or a light board?
You want a fake
Or-
green screen?
Yeah.
No, like Dion has a green screen, you have a blank wall. Ray has.
I got all sorts of doodads behind me.
Yeah, but none of it is as cool as the double swords you got back behind there and all those books.
Oh yeah, I
If I had
forgot.
that for a background, I wouldn't bother with a green screen.
Welcome everybody.
Dave actually made those.
I did make the swords that are hovering above Lauren's head.
They were a wedding gift.
Yeah.
If this
Very
was
nice.
Final Destination, I'd be very nervous for Lauren.
Tofu says those books are amazing, so you got that going for you. Welcome everyone. Hope you are enjoying yourself. I know for me personally, I am stoked because I get to be a player this evening. Yay!
I'm in a mad panic dash to write things down.
Yeah, it could be worse. We're super excited tonight, as with all things always. Our goal of 200 followers, we're inching ever slowly toward. So if you are listening right now, watching, however you're listening to this, go to Twitch, follow us on Twitch. It's a good time. You'll get notified when we go live, and it'll either be super exciting for you to get that notification, or you'll hate it and just delete the email and turn the notification off. But if you do that, remember we're live at 9:30 on Tuesdays. So this evening, we are without a couple people, as you can see. There we go. I gotta get used to live video now.
With this in spirit.
Yes, I like pointing at you guys, but I don't quite have where the motions are yet. We got a fun thing in store for you this evening. We are beginning our Arc 1.5, helmed by Ray, who proclaimed adamantly that it would be lots of fun. So if it's not lots of fun, blame him.
Send your hate mail to.
Yeah, the Leo effects on all socials. We are doing player involvement as normal, so if you have not watched or participated with us before, you can do !D100 to roll a D100. My character this evening has a companion with him, so if anyone wants to roll for my companion at any time, go for it.
Kill his companion.
Do it.
No.
Not the first companion I'd have dead. Kevin. Also, we want to thank everyone who watched and participated with Arc 1. It was a blast. We're
Spoilers.
so thankful for that. What? No one knows who Kevin is unless you do know who Kevin is, and then I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you for everyone who watched Arc 1. We were stoked to wrap all that up, and I'm stoked because this is actually the first time we will be playing 2nd edition Shattered Dawn, so the numbers might be different than what you're used to hearing. We will be level 47 tonight.
We are unprepared.
We're all gonna learn as we go. So enjoy the chaos, enjoy the shenanigans I'm sure we'll have. And as for everyone else, this is Shattered Dungeons. All right.
I don't know how to count.
It's okay. I had to do a quick wardrobe change, so sorry for the slight delay in our stream there. I couldn't get it right. Well, this evening, we are stoked to be doing this.
It works so well in dress rehearsal.
I know, I did it a couple of times, and each time was great, and then, of course, we go live, and I can't do it. Anywho, we have a wonderful show for you this evening. With us tonight, we have a couple of familiar faces, but different roles. So we're going to start from the top. We have Jordan, who will be playing Dr. Whitman Claw, PhD.
Hello, everybody. Wait a minute, I'm not Reg tonight. This is weird. Oh, God, what have I done?
Nope. I'm going to be your legally distinct Dr. Claw this evening. I'm saving my voice for when we get going.
There we go. We also have Lauren, who will be playing Hilda.
I am Hilda, and I am the fairest of them all.
Ah, a little copyright neutral Disney villain. We, of course, have our wonderful Ray, who will be playing our Arcmaster this evening.
Hi, everyone. This is going to be fun.
Oh, my. And then we have Dion, who will be playing Crone Byers.
Hello, everyone. I hope it will be a very interesting night for you all.
I am so stoked to hear you do that for the entirety of these 4 sessions. And then myself, I will be playing Calvin Owen, the Azurian Rider. And it's going to be an interesting couple of adventures for us. So, let's begin. Ray, take it away.
Take it away, Ray.
Play it
Okay.
again, Sam.
As our story begins.
I like that it's narrated by Rog.
This is bedtime stories to his children.
Right, exactly. You know, the ones that are orphaned now. Well,
Welcome.
widowed?
Sad.
I'm not. No, so our story begins in a faraway, nondescript place within Erethe, as this is fan fiction, so take it with a grain of salt. All of the players have been summoned to the new princess in the realm, Princess Nicolia. In her castle, she's holding a banquet in which all of the heroes of the land have been requested to come and bring a dessert. It is our players beginning out. They've all kind of met up from their town that you are all from. You are all familiar with each other. You've seen each other before. You know names and maybe not necessarily personalities, but you know who each other are. And you've all brought your desserts and are preparing to head out to Princess Nicolia's castle. And the only way to get there is through a very thick and dense woods that is just kind of called the Weird Woods. Everything you could possibly imagine happens in here. And a lot of times people don't come back. No idea why, they just don't. And so as we open this whole scenario, you are all standing at the edge of the Weird Wood, and you've all kind of gathered up, carrying your dish to pass in one hand. And we can go around in the same order that we introduce the players, and you can kind of describe your characters and go through that.
What was the order?
Leading the charge atop his Vergoth, which is much like a dragon-like lizard. Think the thing Obi-Wan Kenobi rides in Revenge of the Sith.
You would.
It's black, and it's got a weird Azurian type of flair to it. He rides, Calvin Owen rides atop it, carrying his potency cannons, which resemble 2 very crude-looking pistols. He's wearing a brown little cloak thing and his sweet little hat, and he's just solemnly riding along with his dessert tucked safely between his legs.
Very nice.
He
Next
looks-
up was Dr. Whiteclaw, wasn't it?
Yes!
Let's see if I got this one.
I'm Dr. Whitman Claw, PhD. I've spent my life trying to run a criminal enterprise, only to be foiled by the nefarious Detective Gizmo. I'll get you, Gizmo! Anyways, my faithful lap dog is carrying a box of cupcakes with a special ingredient inside. That's all.
Hilda?
It appears Hilda may be a frozen stuck in the Weirdwood, lost for all eternity.
Oh no.
Am I stuck?
It appears you're better now. We can at least hear you.
Well, feast your eyes upon my wonderful visage, because I am the fairest of them all. I have with me, to grace the table, my apple pies. That is all.
Those pies look delightful. Wickedly delightful.
They are not for you, peasant.
Nailed it right on the head. You, muted man with the face. What about you? What do you look like for everybody?
You with the face.
Face.
I think you have described everybody, but I am Ilrizia. I am a lizard man. I am approximately 6.5 feet tall, and I am a very attractive being. Just so you know.
But not as attractive as some.
Not as attractive as some think they are.
You look a lot like my lizard mount here.
That's who he was talking about.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm gonna have to keep you two apart then, won't I?
Terrible. All right, well, with that kind of description and intro out of the way, you all are standing on the edge of the weird wood, which on outwardly appearance seems to be just a normal, everyday forest. There's no definitive trail through it, but people come through here quite a bit. Like I said, they just tend to not come back.
If we get lost, boys, I'll get us back. I'm sorry, boys and lady.
Speaking to his dog, Dr. Claw.
Listen here, Mad Dog. Let the hired help go first. Then, if anything happens to them, we are still safe.
My thing's pink.
All right, is everybody going to proceed en route to Princess Nicolia's castle?
Absolutely. The Azuran Rider
must.
will lead the way.
Perfect. You proceed into the forest, and you're only in there for probably an hour or so before you come into an area that has these just bright, multicolored crystals that grow up out of the ground. They don't seem to be super spectacular, only that they're kind of like multicolored quartz, or you know what I mean, like crystals that you would get at like one of those healing shops. And as you kind of wander around them and get near them, the sunlight catches a few of them in certain ways, which reflects the light out as rainbow patterns. And you notice that on some of the trees, when certain colors touch the trees, different effects happen. Like, for instance, when the red color touches a tree, it begins to kind of smolder a little bit as if it's catching on fire. Another one, if the blue ray if the blue ray touches it, it begins to kind of frost over almost.
It's in higher definition.
Is there one nearby I don't have to bend down or lean over as much to grab?
Let's go with a flat D100 roll.
It's my favorite type of D100 roll.
A flat one. Not a
73.
curved
The
one.
roll is a dinner roll
Ah,
or a crescent roll.
croissant.
Not a yeast roll?
Kind of in there.
Yeast roll.
Just bread with meal.
I like that Hilda's just kind of running around rampant.
Hilda's running in the forest.
They are lovely. I must inspect them.
It's like payback for Rog.
So are they like shooting random lasers, or is it just where the light's cast?
It appears that it's when the light is like shown through it in a certain way that particular color comes out of it. So theoretically, if you were to hold it and kind of turn it, you could direct which color comes out of it.
It's like a prism.
Right.
Was
But
I
it-
able to grab one?
Nope.
Well, drat.
Yes, you did.
Oh, perfect. This one right here will do finely. Wonder if I can make a potency cannon out of this. I don't know.
So given
Without-
the arc of the sun right now, how difficult would it be to hold one of those and not have it cast light onto you? Like not have light
Well-
shining through it to you?
When Calvin picks up the gem, the randomness of the light coming through it seems to cease. It is now more of a controlled object, so it's more of a weapon at this point. So if everybody were to grab one, you wouldn't have to worry about accidentally laser beaming yourself. You would be able to control which color comes out of it.
In that
Hil-
Oh, sorry.
Hilda is going to take out one of her spoons and see if she can knock a crystal loose.
Okay, go ahead and I'm assuming you have light melee.
Yep.
So go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
These are quite peculiar, don't you think? Reach. You're such a good lizard mount. You weird looking creature, you.
And how does the lizard respond?
I'm dying.
The lizard responds the way Raven just entered chat, by tossing Frank like a grenade and then vanishing like a ninja. Yeah. No. It just snarls, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that was anticlimactic. All right, so
So, can I?
Hilda,
before we
you
go?
take your
Sorry.
Hilda, you pull out your spoon and start doing whatever you possibly can to get one of these free, and you do eventually get one loose. These items, for character sheet purposes, are called prism gems.
I'll try to
And-
pry one away as well. Actually, I'll try to pry away two and stuff them in my backpack for now, or pockets.
Okay. How are you going to try and
No. Dang it.
try one free?
Poor
just
Dr.
grab it.
Claw.
I just grab a random stick and just start beating it, trying to knock it free.
Nothing
Okay.
could possibly go wrong.
No, not at all. Make a stamina check.
Just gonna.
Doctor. Smart thinking
I'm
there,
just
Dr.
gonna back away slowly. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, when you hit it with the stick, it actually makes kind of a glass shattering noise rather than, like some kind of crystal being smashed. It sounds like just a window pane kind of smashing, but you do get 2 chunks that you can put in your bag. Now,
Okay.
Dr. Whiteman Claw, what are you up to?
Dr. Claw is going to snap his fingers,
Grunts 5 and 9.
Summoning a storm min. Wait, let me make sure I got the right one. Doing summon elemental for fire and frost, and directing them towards their appropriate crystals.
I would like you to harvest me some specimens.
Well played. They proceed over and immediately begin harvesting some specimens. How many of them are you trying to collect?
As many as I can get.
Well played. So each of them collect 5 apiece.
So what? 5 fire, 5 frost.
They're all prison gems. Prism
Yeah, they're
gems. Sorry.
prisms. So
Okay.
Not prison
Gotcha.
gems. Those are different.
Prison gems are wonderful movies that take place in prison, like Shawshank Redemption.
I was simply thinking you make them in the toilet, but okay.
No, that's prison jam.
oh my.
Yes.
You make prison jam in the toilet.
You know a lot about this prison stuff.
Well,
You don't.
I've been to prison a
You
couple
don't
times.
dedicate your life to a criminal empire without spending some time in prison.
This is fair.
I gallop
And now that
onward.
you've harvested some gems, I will tell you the notes that I have, just so that you're kind of aware of what's going to happen. When the light is shown through the prism gem, basically a randomized rainbow color will be emitted from it. I'll have you roll a D100, and a random color will fire forth upon your enemy. Each color can only be used once, and after all the colors are used, the gem becomes useless.
Just like my minions.
Indeed.
I can't believe you would just let your companions go like that. No loyalty, no care. They're items to you, not like good old Reach here. He's been with me through thick and thin. Speaking of, this brush is kind of thick.
Well, while he's being condescended to, Dr. Claw looks back and
Oh, you consider your minions precious. Watch, I can make them disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear.
literally just blinking life in and out of existence to prove a point.
That's fair.
Now that's power.
If you are done showing off, shall we move on?
I am never done.
I gallop forward, a ways.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting I gallop forward.
Right.
Okay, I'm fine. We're good.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to need a roll from chat. And then I need everybody else to make a flat D100 roll and beat the roll that chat gives us.
Do my minions need to roll?
Would a bonus from wilderness
sure.
help in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Bonus and wilderness.
Survival.
No,
Pokemon training.
not in this particular situation.
That's fine then. My uncanny luck was able to best Tofu's 33 with a simple 44. Oh, the fairest
Thank
of
you very
all.
much.
The deadest of us all.
Do I need to roll for the
Oh.
minions, or are they good?
No, they're fine. So
Good job, minions.
because of all the racket between Dr. Claw and Calvin, Hilda and Crombeers don't hear what is transpiring. But the two of you, as you're proceeding forward, getting past the crystals, you really don't make it much farther when you hear some voices through the thick underbrush.
I listen closely to kind of
Do. I hear
see what I can
nothing
hear.
because I'm so beautiful.
It's funny that we're the ones to hear everything when we're the ones making the noise.
Indeed. The irony of die rolls.
You are in Jesus.
Listening a bit closer, you can hear many very distinct voices creating not like a comprehensible chatter. It's like a din, like if you were in a large auditorium where everybody's talking at once kind of thing. But kind of just really trying to focus as hard as you can. You do make out a couple of voices that do stand out more than the others. And you just hear, well, none of this would have happened if Gundrak hadn't have ran off. Well, that's true, but maybe it's time that we pick a new leader. No, Gundrak said he would be back. We just have to wait.
Do I hear disposable minions needing a leader?
I think you do. I dismount and I send Reach over to the far side.
Reach, deploy.
Reach has a impeccable sneak check. His is 80.
Oh my.
Dr. Claw is going to stroll with his minions in tow up to these people.
Hello. I hear you're searching for a leader of great import.
So, all of these little creatures that stand before you immediately cease their conversation and turn to you. They appear to resemble underlings, like the above ground underlings. They have the long beards, kind of like colorful pointed hats, and they all kind of turn and lock eyes on you and are in just amazement that somebody has come into their area. And the two that were speaking before kind of step forward a little bit, and he says, and you think you can lead us because why?
As he says that, I'm going to whistle to my other two companions, alerting them to my position and that something has gone horribly wrong.
Hilda and Frombeers, you definitely hear this distinct whistle.
I have lots of experience running an enterprise with many associates under my command. If you would like to join me as well, I would be more than happy to oblige.
So, are these creatures we're familiar with in terms of their existence, or are they things we've never seen before?
Right. So you know that they look exactly like underlings, except they're only about a foot tall. But you do know what underlings are. You've seen them many times before. These ones are just like miniature, they're like teacup versions of underlings.
I shall
they're travel size. Travel size. For my convenience. I'm sorry. Is this oaf trying to worm his way into leadership?
I cast Summon Mist Cloud around myself. Discreetly.
Discreetly. It's like, no.
We're just trying to have a talk, and David is completely flanked this entire group of people and is preparing to murder.
Yeah.
I'm ready for anything.
Well, real quick before we continue the conversation, Calvin, as you get farther in to do the mist and kind of fade away, if you will, you see that there are many, many, many of these little creatures everywhere.
Oh,
and they're
I'm very aware.
But they're not like milling about or anything. They're just kind of standing there. A lot of them are paying attention to Hilda and Dr. Claw, but a lot of them are kind of whispering to themselves.
I'm I'm trying to listen to what they say, definitely, but also provide myself some sort of tactical advantage should things head to the direction I'm expecting them to head.
Okay. So these ones standing directly in front of Hilda are in absolute amazement. You can see just the look on their eyes that they are just staring. They're not even talking anymore. They're just staring right at Hilda. The two that were talking before are listening to Dr. Claw, and they kind of tilt their heads like, like a dog.
Come be a part of something greater than yourselves.
Well, I mean, we have a leader.
That's not what I heard.
He just left.
I heard he's never coming back.
Sounds like he's a very bad leader.
That is tragic. And I mean, he was a great leader. He just all of a sudden left, and we don't know why.
Yeah, he just kind of ran off. I don't know.
That is not a trait of leadership.
That sounds like an opening to me.
You're much too small for me to bother with.
Well, would you maybe go and see if you can find our leader?
Oh, why would we do that, tiny one?
Well, we could pay you.
Pay us in what?
As soon as he says we could pay you,
Cosmetics?
Reach comes running through the group. I step out of the mist cloud, mount onto Reach, pull up next to him, and says, "You got yourself a deal. Where are we heading?"
There is no deal right now because we do not know what the price is.
Well, I mean, we can take whatever
cowboy
we want.
man, you smell.
You know my name. We've been friends for some time.
Are we?
I use the word friend loosely.
That's fair. I barely know myself anyhow. I look off into the sunset.
So sad.
He's like,
Oh, do stop brooding.
It's called
What was the
smoldering.
price?
It's slightly different.
So back to the important.
Tiny one.
Wants to join
Tiny one.
mad.
we have
Hilda
all
kind
manner
of-
of treasures that we've picked up from other people that have traveled through here.
Are you going to give them to me?
I start filling my pockets, like making sure that everything's there, checking my bag.
Yeah,
I do a quick
everything's
inventory
there.
check. Okay.
Yeah, everything's there.
I've been robbed.
Where do we
we've
go,
been
tiny
picking up
people?
stuff from people. I mean,
We'll share the treasure with you if you go find our leader.
What direction did he go?
Can you tell us what matter of treasures you have? Be more specific, please.
Anything
More.
that explodes.
Wait, did he go to a dinner party?
Maybe.
Did he take anything
Was he
with him?
carrying a dessert?
Speak, tiny people, speak!
No dessert.
Just an appetizer.
Well, that's a little bit ironic.
Was
'cause
it
I think he got
jalapeno
a-
poppers?
He ran off to the southwest somewhere. But as far as the treasures, I mean, we'll scrounge up everything we got. We usually keep it hidden.
So,
Can I roll to see if I can see the treasures?
I do not like the word scrounge.
how about
Common.
you?
Peasants scrounge.
If we go after your leader and something has, let's say, happened to him, and we return, will you join us instead?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we need a new leader for sure if something happened to him.
Wonderful.
And how much do you pay your leader?
Apparently treasure. Were you not listening?
Sounds like they operate off commission there, Crone.
So we have what we call the triangle of success.
Wait.
They're a multi-level marketing scheme.
Using my knowledge of the directions
There's
and
certainly
such.
enough of them to make tiny pyramids.
That is true. Using my knowledge of nature
Even
and
as
such,
mortar, yes.
I'd like to figure out if the direction the dinner party we're heading to is in the same direction that their leader may have been hidden in.
Okie doke. Make your roll there.
123. The one
So I
thing
feel-
I'm actually pretty decent at.
Right. So with a roll like that, I feel pretty bad just saying that no, it is not. But
Dread.
but
Ooh.
in ascertaining this information, you do actually pick up a trail of exactly where the leader went.
Oh, look, there's footprints
I-
right there.
Tiny
Can I cast Intuit Direction?
What a
Does that
great
help at all,
idea,
or is
Hilda.
that basically the same?
Hilda, use it on these tracks right here. This is the direction he went in.
Yes, I will help because I am beautiful.
That's not a reason.
I don't see how those things are related.
Of course they are related.
I guess if you want them to be, sure.
Cast Intuit Direction, which shows me a 10 square path and lasts for 4 hours.
Here, Hilda, ride with me up front. You can guide the way.
I'm not getting on your stinky thing. It's
It
fine.
smells like intimidation, thank you.
I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
What's a nickel?
Never mind.
You're whatever. Hilda just sort of goes off with cape flying.
She like
Keep up.
flips her cape.
Yep. Just
Dramatic.
goes off in a huff. Keep up.
All right. Yep.
Which way does it show me?
Yep. Following your Intuit direction, it is over. I don't know why my ping isn't working, but I will.
Pating,
Is
pating.
everybody going?
Absolutely, we gotta find their leader. I mean, Dr. Whiteclaw needs his minions.
Yes, I will be going as well.
Oh, that
I
takes
forgot.
everybody.
I forgot you were here, honestly.
I just want beautiful treasure.
Hilda,
I forgot.
wait up.
It goes crashing through the trees. All right, following the trail, you get fairly close and you hear the soft, faint sounds of someone sobbing.
Someone's being a baby over here. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, I don't handle emotions. Someone go handle the emotions.
Crone, I think you're a
All
perfect
four
candidate for
completely
this.
emotionless people.
I mean, I could send a fire minion.
I don't think that would be helpful, but
I was told that you burn emotional people.
I will sneak over in the direction of the crying and try to get a glimpse of who's crying and potentially why without trying to be, trying not to be seen.
Okay, go ahead and roll your sneak check. And then chat, if you could roll a roll for the leader to see if he detects. Yeah, that's impressive. All right.
as
Tofu's
Crone is
on a roll
sneaking, I
tonight.
yell, Crone, you're the sneakiest thing I've ever seen.
Doesn't work if you point it out.
Wait, where'd
Right.
it go?
So Crone, sneaking up, you come upon one of those very small underling-like creatures, but he's kind of curled up, sitting down on the ground, curled up in the fetal position, like with his head down in his knees, sobbing profusely. He has no idea that you're there.
Kill him.
Dramatic pause and
I mean, it works for us.
So I can't actually determine why I can determine why he's crying. Like, he's not hurt or anything like that.
he is not hurt.
I sneak back to the group and inform them, I believe I have found the leader. He's a pansy.
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it?
The leader of all the travel size peoples? You have found him and he was crying?
Yes. He does not appear to be injured.
She did say travel size.
Convenience.
He's also larger than they are.
So he is not travel size.
Well, maybe he's a travel-sized giant.
Oh my god.
What wisdom.
You make no sense.
Well, they're travel-sized underlings. Underlings are bigger than that. Giants are bigger than us, but if it was a travel-sized giant, maybe the travel-sized giant would be smaller.
Crone, the things
Inspector
you think of
Gizmo was a
inspire
genius
me to
compared to you
greatness.
people.
I say we head over there and see if he's not a travel-sized giant. I'm just curious more than anything at this point.
So you're proceeding over to him?
Why, I believe I am.
Oh, okay. Are you sneaking or just kind of
I'm
walking
walking
up
tall and
bow-legged with
walking
your spurs?
confident right on up to him. I'm gonna tip my hat to him. I'm gonna look him dead in the eye and I'm gonna say, "You there? Are you a giant? Travel-sized giant?"
So he's don't look at me! Don't look at me!
I need this question answered more than anything I've ever needed before, fella. And I'll take that information by force if I have to. I brandish one of my potency cannons.
Nothing you can do to me is worse than what's already happened.
Well, why don't you let me know and we'll see if we can come up with something worse then.
I doubt it. Minion.
I'm gonna summon an outsider lord to replace one of my little elementals.
Okay.
Go size yourself up against this one.
Hilda, Crone, we need your eyes on this too. Why don't you come on over?
Did you handle the emotions?
No, we're trying to figure out if this thing's a travel-sized giant or not. Are you not listening at
Oh,
all?
goodness. Excuse me, sir, who has all of the tears and emotions. I need you to stop with the emotions and tell us what is wrong.
I need both of you to roll speechcraft since you are taking two. Well, actually, it's intimidation, really, because you're both kind of trying to force him to speak.
I have an excellent way with the words. My
Yeah, I got
25
nothing.
indicates that.
Minion one has a way of talk.
Ray, you got a lot of work with on this one. 25 and 33.
Oh, I didn't see the 25. I was waiting for a roll. I'm like, ah.
Do I need? I'm getting minion one in there.
So he's just sobbing wildly, and even through your veiled threats and somewhat speech craftiness, he just, whatever has happened to him has him so emotionally distraught that he can't even be intimidated. However, Dr. Claw, you can try your hand at it. No pun intended.
Which
For
hand?
intimidation. I think that might work.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
One,
Well, now.
please go about cutting his fingers off until he speaks.
When your minion approaches him, the underling looks up, kind of spins around. He's just like ugly crying. He's just got, the puffy cheeks and everything. He goes, look what's happened to me. And you see very visibly his beard has been just kind of severed off. There's only like very little stubble left. How am I supposed to be a leader with this?
Well, we got two options the way I see this, friends. We've now established that he's not a travel-sized giant, but he doesn't have to come back, and we can instate Dr. Whiteclaw as their leader and take everything from them.
I want everything. It would make me very
Sorry?
not angry.
Hilda,
Less angry.
Crone, what do you guys think of that?
Well, I don't think Dr. Whiteclaw needs to be their leader.
Okay, we could split them then if it's such a big deal for you.
This is getting so dark.
I do not mean each one in half. I mean split the crowd in two.
Yes.
Oh, I was
split
going to
each
give you
one
the
of
bottom
crowd in
half.
two.
No. I've learned that lesson the hard way.
Oh my.
Also, in half is probably better than down the middle like we did.
Oh.
I mean, you think you want each of them to have an arm and a leg, but no. Doesn't work.
So, as you're discussing, the options of splitting his people and murdering him, he kind of just doesn't really pay too much mind to that, but he's kind of staring at Hilda the same way the other ones were.
I know you think she's the fairest of them all. Just wait until you get to know
It
her.
is
That
because I'm so
face.
beautiful. Thank you. You obviously have very good taste.
I like your hair.
You're not a
It
bright
would
one,
make
are
a
you?
beautiful beard.
Hilda, cut off part
You
of
can't
your
have
hair.
it.
You should take it.
Well, we're back at the crossroads. Hilda doesn't want to give him her hair, and we need to kill them. It.
Like, he's literally hearing what we're saying, right?
Absolutely, and I do
Yeah.
not keep secrets.
He's just standing right there.
Minion 1, begin the work.
What if you simply wait? The beard grows back, your emotions are gone, you go back to your people, we get all the treasure, I give a ring pop to Claw over here, maybe I get a travel size little purse. Everyone is happy. Look, no more emotions.
Seth, hold
So
off.
if I understand you correctly, you want a vanity person? Like a vanity
I am the
doll?
fairest of them all. It is a blessing to be with me.
That what we're going with.
He's going to shake while you sleep, and I will laugh.
I'm holding my
How
potency
about,
cannon in front of the your minion, Dr. Claw, and I simply say, Seth, hold on. We're on to something here. Don't do anything to this man yet. We're talking about hair. Seth and I go way back, guys. We were in the Azure together.
So might I ask you how you lost your beard?
It just broke off.
You can't break a beard.
Oh, did it get frozen by those gems?
No. I was just going about my business, doing my own thing, and I tripped, and it broke off.
I walk over and I just give his beard a good tug. Does it feel like normal hair?
No, it feels more like stone.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of Just for Insecure Men? I hear it's a very helpful potion for people in your predicament.
Does it come in a lotion?
I take my hands and I blow into them like this and rub them together, and then I go to put my hands on his beard and I try to heal him in the hopes that his beard grows back.
Okay.
I love that.
That's pretty good. So, higher or lower?
Think of this.
We will say low because he has not much to go with.
This is ridiculous.
It was
That's
low.
11.
His beard reforms, then grows back.
Well,
Crone. So good. No more emotions.
I should do that the next time I messed your haircut up.
What a happy
Can we
day
get to the
this
treasure
is.
now?
Jordan actually has his dog in frame.
That's such a good puppy.
Oh.
It's my dog.
Well, hello, Mad Dog.
Very fierce.
Very good.
You have quite the magnificent beard there, friend.
Well, thank you. Your mustache is quite glorious as well.
I hold my potency cannon out to him. If you ever talk about me again, I will do things unimaginable
Wait a
by
minute.
the normal
Wait a minute.
person.
I can join the facial hair. Look at me. I've got so much beard.
It appears Dr. Whiteclaw has had too much.
That's how dumb you sound right now. Getting tired of all
Okay.
that.
Yes, you should all have facial hair. It will cover your ugly faces.
Well. Okay.
Okay, okay. Well, okay. I'll give you all the treasure, sure.
Take us there.
Will you tell your underlings that Dr. Claw is the new leader that they need? Little change of pace.
He's certainly the leader they deserve.
Thank you.
So he agrees to head back with you to the rest of the underlings, and now works on so many levels. So everybody can kind of move your tokens wherever you want to proceed to. He is going to go to the. Dang it, Dr. Claw!
Gonna literally
Gotta move
be-
you for a second.
Come reach.
Right there.
shot.
I was gonna stand on the stump to literally
Oh, okay, there you go. Perfect.
be like,
Hail your new leader.
I have zero faith that this is going to go any kind of way that people expect, so I will hide here. I will
Not
go
bad.
into the
Okay.
shadows.
I mean me. Mad Dog is just, my faithful companion.
All right.
Look,
He
we
gets
found
back
your leader.
and standing in front of all of his minions. They all kind of clap and cheer that their leader is back, and they're all very, very happy, very thankful. And he's saying, "My glorious beard is back to lead you." Now
What-
then, we have these 4 travelers who've come through and have done a wondrous thing. They have grown my beard back. They also have crazy new things that we've never seen before. Like that one on the lizard. He's got some kind of cool tube thing. I no idea what it is, but
What kind of a
Okay,
name
oh.
is Gundrak? I told you not to talk about me again.
yeah, you probably did say that. But, what are you going to do about it? I want those things. So, underlings, get their items.
Summon Mist Cloud.
Told you we should have killed them.
You can take him off my cold dead corpse, you darn underling things. Tiny
Minion 1 and 7
travel size.
go.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I love that line so much.
It's a great line.
Are we rolling initiative, good sir?
We are, in fact, rolling for the initiative.
Well, I just rolled an 88.
Do I have to roll? Yeah, the minions go after me. That's right.
What was it? Up to our level?
Correct.
Okay. So Calvin's on 88.
You bet your
Dr. W.
horse.
Claw.
It's 43.
All right. Hilde.
136. Yeah.
136, yeah. And Kron. My bad. I'm bad with weird names.
67.
Darius is like, excuse me.
67. All right. So first up would be... Oh, I got to roll for minions. Oh, yeah, they're going last.
Mine or theirs?
All of them.
Refresh my memory. Do your summons go on your turn or on their own?
Summons, you take your turn and then they take the immediate after. So basically, like one big turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works. That works. So yes, first up would be Hilde.
For the record, my Mount Reach got a 91 thanks to Tofu.
Woohoo! Go Reach!
What's his favorite Halo game?
2.
Destiny. All right.
I'm waiting for something like that.
So Hilda, what are you doing?
Trying to find my spells.
Oh, jeez. You've had a whole hour.
Oh wow. Wow.
Talking about. I would like to. Is slumber only one person, or is it multiple people? Oh no, that's single target. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
JK, I am going to cast no. What's happening?
I've never heard of that one. What is this?
Dear.
No.
Hilda holds up her mirror and looks at it and says, "What would I do?"
Checking my eye makeup because I'm new at this. I am going to cast Harmonious Calm. And so that's a 3. I'm going to actually move up here and cast Harmonious. Nope. Scamper over here. 1, 2. Like, if I cast Harmonious Calm, would that apply to someone in my own party? Or just the bad guys?
I mean, technically, we are kind of bad guys, but I think I know what you mean.
Just because we're bad guys doesn't mean we're bad guys. I don't know.
God.
David?
It's targets, so whatever you want the targets to be.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I can still move over here and cast Harmonious Calm So that's targets within a 3 square radius. Level 25 and below that fail their stamina check versus my deception attack roll will not attack or move for 2 turns. So here is my attack roll.
Oh no. They got it. Our beloved Archmaster rolled a 4.
Womp womp.
That was the initiative for
Oh,
these
okay.
poor fools.
Thank goodness.
All right. So the number to beat's a 79.
Yep.
Oh no. Happiness
So I
and then such
can't-
sadness.
And what exactly is the effect while I'm doing this?
Will not attack or move for 2 turns.
All right.
Oh my.
Lot of blumps.
I count
So,
2
uh,
successes.
Correct. Because the number is 79. Even the leader, even Gundrak himself, is taken out for 2 turns. Pretty much all of the guys in your immediate vicinity are now stunned for 2 turns. Very well done. Very well played.
It is because I am so beautiful.
They're all just kind of staring at you, drooling. Oh. Her hair is so pretty. Reach and Calvin, it is your turn.
From atop Reach, Calvin, who has summoned Mist Cloud before combat started, if that's a-okay with you there, Fearless Archmaster, he's gonna brandish his 2 potency cannons and start lighting up some of these nefarious beings in front of him. So he,
You just pulled the. Sorry.
Go ahead. What
I was
did
just gonna
pull?
say you're pulling the Frank Reynolds. So, anyways, I just start blasting.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna do exactly that. The first, all of my volleys are gonna go straight toward their leader, Gundrak. Gundrak,
Okay.
you said my name too many times, and you didn't even say my name. Critical hit, critical hit, critical hit. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong number. One critical hit.
Oh boy.
2 critical hits in that.
This is my game. I get the critical hits.
Right.
We're playing a
Okay.
game called I Win. No.
What's the name of this game, buddy?
So I did get 2 critical hits if they have mischance on those, and then I got an 87 and an 82.
Okay. All of them are hits. Of course, the criticals are, but
Okay, then to Gundrak, I just dealt 202 damage to him. And
is
he needs to roll
is
2.
this like frost, fire, some kind of magic? Like what is all this?
Bullet.
It is technically force damage.
Okay.
And he needs to roll a paralyzed chance twice.
Paralyze you twicey.
And he is paralyzed. I have 10% on a crit, and you rolled an 8.
Isn't he kind of?
All right.
What do you say?
Isn't
He's
he,
already paralyzed.
does it? How do those 2 work together?
Well, no, he was harmonious
would they-
calmed. He's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a full-on paralyzed now.
So
All right. So
basically,
you
he's calm and he can't move, so he's stoned.
Yes.
You fire
Absolutely.
your what are they called again? I'm sorry, arcane cannons?
No, they're called potency cannons.
Potency cannons.
And they're basically like pistols, except they shoot magic. In this case, force magic, because that's the closest thing to a revolver I could come up with.
Okay.
Since they're called potency cannons, are you making
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, look at those
very
beautiful
cool.
animations.
So he gets blasted 4 times and just explodes in a rain of some kind of stone, like porcelain almost. Some larger chunks kind of hit the grass and things like that, but it's kind of like drywall dust mostly as he's just kind of disintegrated.
Roach is gonna rear back on his hind quarters, and I'm gonna go up into the air, and I'm gonna say, your leader's dead. Bow before Dr. Whiteclaw, or else you'll be next.
Thank
Then
you. I was, going
88
to,
for a speechcraft check.
I was going to say the same thing.
So we're gonna do this in, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So I'm not rolling 900.
Well,
Mad Dog, I
dang.
would say that this young cowboy here is a very good minion.
You watch your
So-
mouth, Dr. Whiteclaw. I will join these tiny people so quickly.
What?
Listen here, Burt Reynolds.
You got mad when you said your name.
All right. So all of these ones down below the log, so in this general area, are all now completely in agreement with Calvin that they needed a new leader, and this guy's already up on the stump. So all hail the almighty tallest.
We didn't know it was the election stump.
Right.
Killed
Now,
one stone.
unfortunately, though, all of these ones that are near Calvin and near Hilda are completely unimpressed. They were extremely fanatically loyal to their now deceased leader and want nothing more than to see you die.
That's fine. You can.
Those are the ones that can't move, right?
Yep.
One more turn.
Well, Roach is gonna do what he does best. I'm sorry, Reach, not Roach.
Don't,
I should know my
don't sue
minions.
us, Witcher people.
Who? The one closest to Reach is going to get mauled twice. One is a critical hit, and the other is a normal hit, or 55. I don't know.
And which
if it's
one
a
was
turn.
that? The one closest to his mouth?
Yes, indeed.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, well, the first hit, he chomps down on it, and much in the same manner as the leader, he just kind of turns to dust in Roach's mouth.
Realizing what I've
Gross.
done by commanding Reach to do this, the other one does a significant more damage than the first hit. And then I'm going to spread out the other 4 attacks he gets against 4 other critters running around nearby.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Reach is a feisty thing.
Okay, did you hack your roll 20?
Right?
I wish.
So we're just gonna say Reach just goes on a rampage and just
Yeehaw!
kind of yeah, it's definitely like Calvin is suddenly at a rodeo atop a gigantic lizard, which is taking bites and just bashing these things into nothing.
He's spinning around,
dust and-
flinging everywhere, and I'm shooting my potency cannons in the air.
I mean, just dust and stone are kind of flying everywhere in every direction.
What do you think, Matt? Could you do that when you get bigger? No. I didn't think so.
Next up would be Kron. Kron? How do you pronounce it?
Crone.
Crone.
Yeah, Crone.
Like-
So, given the situation, I know these guys up here can't move, and it's only the guys that can't move that are still against us right now?
Yeah. Ironically.
I'm going to go for the humiliation tactic. I'm going to sneak up and...
I'm a peon.
No. I am going to...
peon?
I am going to start pantsing them. I am just gonna pull their pants down and go around and start pantsing them so that they are humiliated and they will hopefully rethink their situation and follow our leader without having to come against harm.
All right, so we're going to say you just kind of move around conducting a pantsing. And given that they can't move, I'm gonna give it to you that you can get all those guys that are around Hilda. But chat, I need you to roll me a morale check.
You can
This
do
is
it,
something
Chad.
I'm inventing as we wing it.
Arcmaster discretion at its finest.
Come on, morale.
If the being shot and
well-
being shattered into a million pieces didn't get you, then getting pants surely will.
It's a silly world. Tofu coming in with an 83. I'd like possibly one or two more if I could get them. And while we're kind of waiting on that, Dr. Claw,
Yes.
what is your thoughts on what's happening? Do you have an idea of what you're going to do on your turn?
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm ready.
Okay. Tofu single-handedly bringing in the help for the poor temporary Arcmaster. All right, so
Tofu is best.
Tofu is best. The four that are directly in front of Crone are kind of unfazed, and in fact, they're more angry now than they were to begin with.
Good roll, Paige.
However,
Good roll.
Calmly.
However, the other six that are just farther away from you, they are now demoralized. They don't want to fight anymore. They don't even care. They're like, okay, we'll follow Dr. What's his face.
Good.
And with that, Dr. W. Claw, what are you doing?
You said it was just the three, or was it also the three in front of her? How many total we got?
I think you said the four in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, the four in front of Crone are still resisting.
I will show you why you do not oppose Dr. Claw.
Business time in the chat for Dr. Claw!
Minion 1, show them what I do.
Minion 1 will proceed to start a slashing.
And what is Minion 1? Just like a human or something?
A
It's
outsider
Seth.
lord.
You get him, Seth. I believe in you.
Minion 1's an outsider lord. It doesn't say what the crit chances are on those guys. Do you know, David?
It's probably just 1% because they're already
Okay.
kind of strong.
Gotcha. That's his first attack. I don't know how squishy these little guys are.
So very, very
I'm
squishy.
assuming it hits.
Very, very squishy.
Mr. Temporary Arcmaster, sir.
There you go. There is a outsiderish lord for you. And yes, that definitely does hit.
That is 45 damage.
45?
Yes.
All right. That one smashes into dust.
Seth,
Another.
enjoy.
He takes his
Another one
second
bites
swing.
the dust. Oh, geez. The one next to it, directly in front of Crone. Oh my lordy! Yeah, they're just going down.
They don't call
and-
you Seth the Berserker for nothing.
There's only, what, one hostile left?
Correct.
Minion 7.
The fire elemental comes forward.
You there.
Okay.
This is your chance to turn. Or be burnt. Tick tock, tick tock.
Tick tock, tick tock. Let's roll. Actually, so Cage, I didn't use his before, so a 73 is not enough to resist, and very reluctantly, fine, I'll follow you.
We're so thankful for Cage in this moment.
We have a lot of influx of followers, so it'll be a little while before the welcome packets are ready. But welcome to Mad.
Oh, we're mad, all right.
This is Mad Dog. He is my second in command. Yes, you are. He's a good dog.
And now that combat has kind of resolved,
In a way.
what do you do with all of your new followers?
Bring the treasure.
They proceed to bring the treasure. Oh, that moves everybody, including
Yes.
Reach. They just kind of proceed forward to this log where they start just pulling random satchels and things like that out of the log and dumping various rings and trinkets and just all kinds of things all over the ground. Most of it looks like junk.
Well, most of this looks
disappointed.
like junk.
These are our treasures.
This is terrible
Oh.
treasure.
Tiny people.
It's like costume jewelry and things like that.
I'm pretty sure I got this in a meal given to me by a clown.
I think we
You
should
met that
go.
clown too?
Hilda, I have not agreed with you more than ever before. Let's depart.
We have places to be,
We should take
pies to take.
first.
Take the
But
what?
wait,
Yes.
do what?
Can we take the disposable army with us?
Yeah, they were like, but wait, what about us? What do we do?
Pass, do you guys have women and children?
No.
How do you reproduce?
You really don't have any women and children?
No.
How do you
What is reproduce?
How do you make more small ones?
Oh, we haven't had any new people show up in a long time.
Did you get small?
How angry you are about it.
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How did we get small? We're always this small.
Crone,
This is
they're
how we were
obviously
made.
travel size. We are traveling. They can travel if you want their little pitter patcher to follow. Perhaps
I
they
want
can.
them to follow, all right. I want them to see what it looks like when they meet the real underling.
Well, they can't have any desserts, that's for sure.
Where were they keeping the treasure?
In the
All in
In
that
the
log.
In the log.
Everyone pack
Their
into the
grubby
log
little
right
hands.
now. We're gonna drag the log with us. They're gonna ride inside.
That's amazing.
Roach, come on.
That's amazing.
I think they will all fit in that log.
We will cram
There's a
them
lot of
in,
them.
even if
Just
they become
shove
dust.
them in. They'll be fine. They're travel size.
Can I call you Cal?
We're not
There is
that
a-
travel sized.
There appears to be a
No
second
one.
log we could also drag.
No one calls me Cal, Dr. Claw.
What can I call you? You're very picky.
I'm the Azurian Rider.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna
Cowboy
remember
man.
that.
I am never gonna call you that.
If we got multiple
Even if I was
logs,
on
we
fire.
we can form a kind of caravan, if you will. Reach here is plenty strong enough.
I'm going to sit on top of the log.
Suit yourself.
It is my right as their leader.
We kind of this is our home. We don't really want to leave.
Oh, you can come back when we're done.
The log
But
is
we
your
need
home
to go
now.
get greater treasures.
Yeah, this is all about treasure.
Once we get the greater treasure, you'll take your cut and you can return here.
Oh, we get a cut.
Oh,
Literally.
yes, of course.
We will
That's why
talk
you're
ab-
coming.
We
Yes,
will
get a
talk
cut.
about that later.
giving the kill signal.
I use my wilderness survival role to form the most mediocre of knots in the rope I have and tie it to the couple of logs so they can all ride inside. And then tie it to reach, and we're off.
All right, and you're off. Now the question is, which direction would you like to go? You know that Princess Nicolia's castle can be most easily reached by going east, but it is possible to go south.
Hilda, I think it's time for your direction abilities to shine here.
Oh, is it because I'm beautiful?
Are we still on about that?
Always? Yeah, I can cast Intuit Direction.
Excellent.
Intuit direction.
Hilda,
What
your
do
beauty
my
reminds me
eyes-
of Reach.
Which way you need to go to get
What do I spy with my little eye? Intuit Direction.
Your special eyes.
Yeah,
Not
my
my
eyes glow a soft yellow. Leads me to a target location. No one else can see this trail. Only shows a 10 square path at a time. Lasts for 4 hours.
Ooh. All right. So, you ascertain that, like, all of the peoples that usually came through here before, the ones that made it through all these crazy little gnome underling peoples, traveled in this direction.
Come along, keep up.
Yeehaw.
We are heading east.
I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna dismiss Minion 7 for Minion 2. While
Okay.
we're traveling.
That's fair.
I want my good minions around right now.
As we depart,
Right.
I start clutching around, making sure I still have my dessert with me. And once I find it, I give a sigh of relief.
Indeed.
This is why you tie your dessert to your minions.
holding up Mad Dog and the box of cupcakes.
And the box of cupcakes. All
Is it a
right.
pink box?
No.
Oh my. Reach! Oh, Reach, where are you?
Oh god, it got dimensional.
Dimensions.
Ah, Reach. We're back.
Yeah, but looks like we're missing Dr. Whiteclaw.
No.
I
Gizmo!
believe we're missing one of our party.
I don't know.
Missing is a very strong word. Not seeing is a better
In the
term.
back, you
How you guys left me behind.
Morty thinking of
Now-
franchising opportunities.
Oh yes, now I smell him.
Now, are you
Keep up,
guys
Dr.
still
Claw.
able to? Yeah, you should still be able to have control.
Very obsessed with the smell of people.
So coming in through here, you can see that the direction you need to head is along this path and down the rope ladders and things like that. But now you've come to a situation where you need to be able to get down this rope ladder and all that with the log and with all of your desserts. And I would like for everyone to roll a potency check very quickly.
Potency. I'm gonna do that many. See what
I
happens.
like the potency song.
Tofu with the 53. I don't know how I feel about that yet.
Oh, that'll come into play soon enough.
The bridge is death.
Oh,
No, that's
we're different
copyrighted.
people now.
These are ladders of death.
Shoots and ladders of death.
Somebody turn the
Completely
bridge
the
of
same
death
but
emote
different.
sideways, and there we go.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you
there
go.
you go.
Wait, but do
All
we have
right,
to
so-
climb down it? Can we not?
You do have to climb down it, yes.
Oh, I can't just levitate myself across.
No, you could do that, yeah. It's not a, it's a cliffside, not like a chasm.
I just there's nothing at the bottom that we need. We still need to get over here, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
One thing that you do notice in this area are the various different kinds of flora and fauna, particularly the different kinds of mushrooms that are growing in this area. Anybody with wilderness can make a wilderness roll really quick before we continue on too much
I
farther.
know a guy for that.
I look around with about a 57% worth of trying. What do I see?
All right. In the immediate vicinity to you, which would be off to the left-hand side, off to the west there, you see that there are two different types of mushrooms growing. One are called speckled red caps, which are known to replenish your health when eaten. There are also some faintly glowing blue mushrooms, which are kind of like bioluminescent, and those restore potency when eaten.
Minion,
There's some mushrooms over there we should harvest.
Minion, please collect the mushrooms.
Excellent. Now, while he's doing that, I'm assuming, Dr. Claw, you're making sure he distributes them to each of us so that we can use fair and equal amounts in the coming days and weeks, or moments. Might I politely recommend you do that? I'm going
Hold
to
on.
wait a moment, and then look at Reach. And I'm going
can't help
to.
it.
I keep doing it. I'm gonna look at Reach, and I'm simply gonna cast Slow Fall on him, and then I'm gonna climb back atop him with the logs trailing behind him. Look at my rope knot, trust it beyond anything else I've ever trusted before, and then leap down, falling slowly.
Okay. You make your leap and fall very slowly. Tofu's roll of 53, however, causes all of the travel-sized underlings to go careening over the edge in their log sleds of death.
Oh well.
Babies, no.
Tofu says, "Not however." What are you doing?
Tofu, you've killed the babies.
It's like one of those slow motion moments where Calvin's kind of floating down, holding the reins of Reach, and just kind of like do, and he looks over to his side as all of these like psychopathic travel-sized underlings are kind of like in the log, like and they all just shatter on the path below.
As
every last one of them.
As I land next to the dust that was them, I look over and say,
And this is why I offered them treasure. I never expected them to survive.
You owe me an army.
Oh, Claw, that is too bad for you.
But look on the bright
to the
side.
Point,
we have these logs, which are still more useful than they were.
True. To the point of the potency rolls.
How many mushrooms did I get?
Yes, let's address that first. So every one of you is now the proud owner of 3 each of the different types of mushroom.
I didn't say I shared.
Okay.
Oh,
In
you
that
shared.
I'm kidding.
So each of you have 3 of the speckled red caps, and I'm not going to be super original with the other ones and say glowy blue ones.
How much do they restill?
Well, you see, Dr. Claw, these are speckled red caps, and those blue ones, well, those are glowy blue ones.
I'm going to call them potshrooms.
Ah.
The potency. You get it?
Right. So each one, the health and the potency recovery is going to be 200 points for one that's eaten. You are able to eat half of one for 100, but that's the only division that can be made. Now then,
Okay.
let's move Reach and Calvin. Let's move you down to the bottom of the ladder there.
Yeehaw.
And the potency check. After all of this calamity has ensued and just an immense amount of racket just everywhere, a ruckus, if you will, kind of echoes off of the different stone faces and cliff sides, you all suddenly hear the sound of flapping wings.
Oh no.
And yes, I'm making up more things. Out of the nowhere.
Gulp indeed, mad dog. Gulp
Volcanoes.
Out of the nowhere, you are kind of bombarded almost by Erythean swallows. They are highly territorial, like birds, but they are wreathed in flame at all times when they're awake. When they are asleep, though, the flames go out so that they don't burn their nests down. And they're kind of just swarming around you now that you have entered their territory and are extremely angry that you have dared encroach upon them.
Does my 65 work as a sneak check against them as they're fluttering after us?
Chat, go ahead and make a roll. Let's see if it matters.
Tofu, you were the chosen one. Don't forget that.
Tofu, save them. Or don't.
Should we roll initiative?
Oh yeah, that.
Tofu, much appreciated.
I know I said I was summoning Minion 2, but I don't think I clarified who Minion 2 was.
I don't think so either.
I was going to do the elemental minion. And in this case, seeing what's ahead of me, I think I'm retroactively saying that I'm doing the frost elemental.
Okay. That works.
All right, let me roll.
I got a 99 as my initiative. Meanwhile, Reach, who was looking at the daisies, got a 2.
Didn't you say you summoned him? Wouldn't he go on your turn?
My friend Reach is not a summon. He is a creature companion who's been with me through thick and thin.
Right.
Top and bottom, peaks and valleys. He's been with me since longer than I can remember.
I get it.
Okay. Can you all see the turn order?
Yes.
I see the box, but I don't see anything in it right now.
Okay. That's weird. I don't know why that is, but...
I have to go to the powder room.
Mad Dog is hidden in terror.
With a roll of 8.
Oh no! Right.
Lauren, I love that. I was like, oh, you're gonna hit the restroom real quick. No, she just walks over like somewhere else.
Right. All right, and they're on 41. Okay, so first up in the order is Calvin.
Yeehaw. Well, I brandished my potency cannons, then lit loose.
So anyway, I start blasting.
One closest to me on the ground here, to my immediate left, does a 66 hit.
A 66 does not hit.
Well, dagnabbit, then I'd go with the next one. 45 is not much better. 44. Dang it, I'd smack the last one and fire one more time. I made it worse. Drat.
I'm wired.
Potency cannons.
These things can be finicky.
Got him. Okay. Next up in our turn order would be Whiteman Claw.
Okay.
Going to let's see. Make a tactical disengage. But before I turn it over to my minions, I wanted to double check a spell I'm going to use Ethereal Bolt. Give that a shot. I'm just looking for my numbers real quick, sorry.
I'm glad my character got memes in the public Discord.
You're welcome.
If you haven't joined it, join it.
Gonna go blasting at this one. How does this 97 do?
97 do is a hit.
That'd be 60 force damage.
60?
Correct.
All right. So you cast your ethereal bolt and it unerringly finds its way home. The swallow that is closest to you seems very much injured, but still combat worthy.
In that case, I'll hit him again. Maybe.
Okay.
Probably not with 49.
Nope. Your second bolt whiffs.
You win some, you lose some. Minions, save me.
So I think I gotta lead with. So I've got these two out.
Which minion was it again?
I've got Outsider Lord, and I've got now the Frost minion. So numbers 1 and 2.
Let's see if I can find you a Frost minion.
Well, while we're doing that, I'll have Outsider Lord
Finish him.
Get him, Seth.
with a 124.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hit.
So that is 45 damage.
To that same one that you already hit, I'm guessing?
Yes, please and thank you.
All right. How do I make the little X on him?
If you click on them, there's a little button on the bottom right, and then you just kind of select whatever you'd like to.
I want to select that one.
Well,
Nope, never mind. I don't want to select that one. I want this one.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeehaw, Seth, yeehaw.
Your minion is able to take out that one with relative ease.
Okay, I thought we'd have been shooting at this one, but I guess it doesn't matter which is which.
Nah.
Then he can continue to this one then.
Bring them murder in my name. Maybe not with the 54.
A 54 is not a hit.
Try again.
Keep trying.
He's not doing good under the pressure.
Okay, number 2, it's your chance to shine.
It's the ghosts of those darn travel-sized creatures. They're haunting us.
They instantly died and cursed us. It's great.
Right.
Frost Elemental is going to go meow. And
Okay, I'm trying to find a appropriate frost elemental.
even if we don't have an inappropriate one, might be funny. I'll do.
Hey,
If he can be one square down, so he is adjacent to both of these birdies.
I'm going to give to you the control.
Cool.
There you go. And you may now move them freely.
Well, first and foremost, David, I think I'd asked earlier and we got a little distracted. The summoners get that bonus damage to their elemental minions as an advancement. Does that include the adjacent damage for standing, next to them?
Why, indeed it does, Dr. Claw.
Oh, then I get to up that by 5. So those two, just by standing next to my cold friend here, are taking 25 damage.
Well,
Each.
okay.
And then it's gonna start wailing on them. Wait, did I get that number right? I'm bad with numbers. Attack 1. I'm assuming lands.
Hold on. I was on the wrong screen, but yes, that does land.
That is 65 damage.
All right. To which one again?
The northern one.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then
Kill them all for daddy.
Oh my.
It got weird.
That one actually misses.
For the record, you have a different relationship with your minions than I do with my companion.
it varies on the quality of minion. The disposable grunts, he doesn't even care.
Okay, and was that the last of their...
I believe they only get 2 attacks. Let me verify real quick. Elemental minion. 2 attacks per turn. Yep.
Yep.
60 gold damage kills that one. So 2 are down. You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right. I don't know why I keep grabbing, holding, dang ladder.
Oh god, the bridge is alive.
Right? It's sentient. Every
Hilda,
time.
distract it with your mirror.
I'm sorry. Couldn't hear you over my lipstick application.
Oh, jeez. All right, so need some dice here. All right. Your Outsider Lord, does a 95 hit?
Let me verify that.
Seth, you were the chosen one, and now
No,
you're
it
gone.
doesn't.
Okay.
Wow.
And 51 to the frost.
No.
All right. And
How
Calvin.
much is your Outsider
Is it-
Lord's armor rating?
105.
Nice.
Because I got them. I got them.
Stand behind you.
Got them bonuses.
Yeah, you do.
Also, these are like the big dog of spells, so that's why I was casting them earlier before we were in combat.
Yeah.
Calvin, does a 71 hit your armor rating?
I'm afraid not, friend.
All right. The second one, though, is a crit and deals to you 80 points of damage.
Come on, Miss Chance, come on. Oh, well, let's see here. Let me confirm with Reach. Look over here and see, let's see. Well, drat, just 1% off. How much damage do I take?
80 points.
Well, dagnabbit. Carry on.
Princess Sassy Pants, does 94 hit your armor rating?
I have like no armor rating, so yes, it does.
All right, you will take 45 points of damage.
Thank you.
And lastly, Crone, does 101 hit you?
Me? Yes. Yes.
Okay. You
101
also,
definitely hits.
you also take 45 points of damage.
But I got a mischance, so
Okay.
Roll it, Chrome.
Roll it up.
Yeah, I heard this chance. Oh well.
Roll that beautiful beaten footage.
oh, I was off by 5%. So how much do I take?
45.
Done. So it came down and attacked me, or did it attack me from afar?
Yeah, it swooped down.
Okay.
And it is, one of those situations where, like, it swooped down and attacked you, but while it's there, you can make an attack against it, since it is
Okay.
your turn now.
I will definitely unload all of my attacks on it. So,
All right.
Let's do that. Because I may not get another chance. Let's see. Can't tell. Oh, that's right.
Well, that's quite
That's
the
a hit.
number.
Oh, it only rolled once.
124.
All that stuff, it rolled once.
All that typing for one roll.
There's my second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Oh, there's a crit.
So we have 2 crits actually.
Nice.
And I don't know, does 102 hit?
Yes, it does.
So we got 2 crits and 2 normal hits.
Yep.
The crits are going to be crits are double damage, right?
Yep.
All right, so plus mine has an additional 20 on that, so this is going to be 104, 124, 258 for the crits, and then an additional 104 after that. So
Go. My goodness. So it flies down and you proceed to just beat the life out of this thing for attacking you. It just turns into a smoldering pile of feathers, just kind of. It smells tasty though.
yeah, it was 362 damage.
In that oh my gosh. In that moment of it being just completely, I'm guessing pummeled, you used hand to hand.
Hand to hand, yep.
Yeah, you just pummeled the life out of it. I need chat to make a roll for me real quick.
You treated
And-
that thing the way Ozzy Osbourne treated that bat. Or pigeon. That dove. Whatever
It's
he
hand
did
to
to it.
hand, not mouth
He
to
bit
bird.
its head off.
In these trying times, you do not want to put foul in your mouth.
Wise.
Hashtag
you go.
COVID.
And just as quickly as they came, their friend being completely pummeled to death has caused them, the survivors, to fly away, leaving the rest of the party relatively unscathed, and 3 meat birds laying dead in the countryside.
Well,
Good job.
you all took care of that. Thank you.
Hilda, are you gonna eat that over there?
I would not touch carrion.
Is it okay if Reach eats it then?
Oh, please.
Do you
Enjoy.
want,
You
do you
go
want
to
it
town.
cooled off first?
No. It's cooked.
I've got help with that.
If Reach eats those, I would like him to walk at the back of the party because I do not trust what will happen next.
That's fair.
All kinds of diseases.
I'll just
Right?
be at the back with
I'm just saying, if he's going to be crop dusted, I'm not walking in front of it. I'm not walking into it.
All right, is everyone else heading down the ladder now?
Yes.
Okay, everyone heading down the ladder, make stamina checks for me.
I have a question. Are there any shadows down here that are being cast?
Yeah, I mean, there's the usual shadows from the stones and bushes and things.
Cool. I'm going to use Shadow Step, which allows me to step into a shadow and reappear through another shadow.
Ooh. All
That
right.
is a fancy ability.
It is a
That is
fancy
fancy.
ability.
Is that part of
It allows-
deception?
It is, yeah. Step through one shadow and reappear through another shadow within 15 squares from the first shadow. Am I within 15 squares?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She is made out
I'm
of
gonna do that.
darkness.
Indeed.
I can
Oh,
respect that.
Hilda, you startled me. Where'd you even come from?
The shadows.
Mysterious. Well,
So is a 118 enough to descend the ladder safely?
It is. You have descended the ladder.
Oh, in that case, then we definitely did with the 170.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys are fine. You climb down the ladder with ease. There's some more mushrooms in the area, more of the red cap.
I sneak up to the next ladder down the next little precipice here, just to gaze over and see what's below us.
All right. Peering down
My
the
sneak
next
check is
little cliffside.
106 for the if that matters at all.
It's good to know. Chat, I need one more roll from you.
Chat, don't fail us. The last thing we
Minion
need
one,
is
please
to die.
collect more mushrooms.
Minion 1 goes to collect more mushrooms.
I reach
You just-
over to the mushrooms next to me and chomp a little one.
All right. So you regain the 200 of your
Back
hit
at
points.
full.
Way to go, Reckless Fury. Fantastic. Because that was
Natural 100
was-
in the chat.
quite literally the only number that I thought in my head would be able to defeat the 106 would be a natural 100. But peering down the cliffside, the things that you notice just kind of, oh, hey, there they are. There are two very large bird-like creatures that are kind of perched atop two stones that are on either side of a nest, which contains what you can guesstimate is like 50 eggs. Directly next to the nest, in a very, kind of humorous manner, is a scarecrow. It's got armor and things like that. It's just like this. It's like makeshift scarecrow. So the irony is not lost there. The two parental birds immediately turn and look directly at you and Reach.
Oh, dang it, Reach! Why are you even up here with me? You saw me sneaking. Get out of here!
Like licks its eyeball like a gecko.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you, Reach. Get over.
You're saying that from on top of his saddle, right?
No, I'm like crawling on the ground. And just
okay,
peering
like,
over.
you're like, I'm sneaking on his saddle. Okay, so you're crawling on the ground next to him.
I'm just hunched over slightly.
No one could possibly see me on here.
I just started becoming red.
Right.
Well, does it look like they do anything, or are they just looking at me and taking in my facial hair?
I thought you meant beauty.
Given
that's me.
your given your background, you know that given the nest and all of that they're not going to outwardly come after you right this moment because they are protecting their nest.
Hey, the rest of you folks, skippering up here real quick, but do it slowly, no sudden movements. Just want you to see something and tell you a little bit about what's going on here.
Do you need me to roll sneak to see this?
No, they're not gonna. Come on, Crone, you too. You need to see it as well.
Sneak.
You're gonna sneak. Fine.
Sneaky snake.
And at this point, I push everyone off the ledge. No, I'm joking. You see
Take
down.
them, don't hurt my lizard.
You see down there, they're protecting their eggs. We're safe up here. They're not going to leave the nest for fear of, being flanked and what have you. But what do you suppose we do? Do we go around the other edge and find a different way down? Do we, do?
Well, it seems to
terrible
me
things to them?
that this lady right here can levitate us down safely. So why don't we move along the cliffside and then levitate down at another point?
What
Don't
lady?
do it first.
Hilda, you can levitate us?
I have a thing. Yes, it's called silent movement, dear. But I can also make them fall asleep, as if they ate a poisoned apple. It's amazing.
That's oddly specific.
I just,
you think you can?
Are you
apple,
going
grape,
to?
grapefruit.
Are you going to start throwing apples, hoping to hit them in the mouth?
More
Please
importantly,
do.
can you do that? Because
I need to see this.
I would pay at least all of the dust from those traveling pint-sized friends that are up on that other level.
Those were my new babies.
I'd give you all of their dust if you could nail one of those in the mouth with a poison grape or apple, what have you.
I'm sorry, I use magic. I am not using things that peasants throwing things. No.
At the mention of that dust, I beg Dr. Claus actually to go back and scoop up the piles of dust into a bag.
You may need them later. Crone, real quick, looking down at the, scene below that has just been pointed out to you, these birds from your homelands back when you were just a small little snake that these are Erythean Elahawks, which are basically hawks that take on different elemental attributes depending on what time of year they're born. Now, their eggs are considered delicacies where you're from, and each egg would sell for 2,000 gold pieces.
I think I should inform you that these are special elemental hawks, and they have my food. So if we can just dispatch them, I'll gladly take this food and we will move on our way. I'll share it with you, of course.
Well, anything for you, Crow. Anyone?
So I
could eat.
Hilda.
So I just cast Slumber on each one of them. One is a crit if it matters, and one is 1 point away from a crit.
The
So
natural
Slumber
roll is what you're
is-
looking at, not the total there.
Oh, my bad. That's right. Anyway, so there's my rolls, my attack roll. The birdies have to beat stamina check.
But did they know they need to beat it?
Well, drat. Well, looks like I'm gonna be a blasting. And I shoot off my shots.
And with that, we're going to conclude this episode.
No, man.
I fall asleep.
Quickly get him in for next session. No, I'll roll next session. Don't count those.
Oh my gosh.
They're not great. I immediately retract what I
My
said.
frost elemental shot at the red one for a. Do these summons not have any crits really? Because a 96 feels like it's worth it.
Nope. No crits.
Nope.
Oh man, this
So
this
thank
was
you
fun.
all, everybody. Thank you to the players who, seriously, this has been the silliest thing ever, and I love it. It's awesome.
Welcome.
And thank you to chat. You guys were great. Just so you know, for future reference, all of your rolls are against the players. You're helping me kill them.
And
Business
that's
as usual for Tofu.
yeah, Tofu's pretty used to that. But as far as everyone else goes, oh, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being such a great part of this show. If you haven't watched live, I would encourage you, carve out some time Tuesday evenings, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Join us, watch us. Oh, Dion, why would you put that in there?
Don't tell him.
He's reminding everyone about the potency flux, which you can cash in channel points for, and it is just mass chaos. If I'm gonna do one of the sweet reveals real quick, and it's gonna fail miserably. Whoosh! There we go. If you haven't checked out merch, such as this awesome shirt I'm wearing, you should go get some merch. We appreciate you guys watching, being part of the show. I'm excited for the next couple of sessions, and I hope Reached doesn't die. But those travel-sized companions we encountered earlier are totally fine to let go. So, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. We are excited for the next couple of ones. We will see you guys next week for the next episode of Shattered Dungeons. Bye.